When students know that their work will be shared, seen, or commented on by others besides their instructor, something magical can happen. Suddenly, learning becomes deeper and more meaningful. Students gain confidence and begin to develop other essential 21st century skills that will empower them to flourish in all walks of life. Research shows that sharing work changes learning. Students become more engaged and motivated to do their best. Start to believe in the personal value of their work and unique voice. Acknowledge that the work they do is meaningful and purposeful. Think carefully about designing for a specific, tangible audience. And begin to build bonds of trust. Develop empathy. And establish their own avenues of sharing with other people in their lives. Adobe's creative tools encourage sharing, collaboration, and the celebration of creative work. In your creative classroom, students can share informally, early, and often with peers, family members, or with you to facilitate rapid feedback. They can create portfolios of their work that show their iterative creative thinking process all the way to final projects. Portfolios can be made anytime, after a week, a semester, or to showcase student creativity across an entire year, program, or degree. Students can also present their creative work in more formal and professional ways, through a video or presentation, a podcast, or in seminar or conference. In the process, they learn the conventions of professional displays of information using digital media. Let's hear from some educators who've developed motivational ways to encourage students to share their creative work.
When you are fearless about sharing your work and you're using your authentic voice to tell your story and to hone your personal brand, there is nothing more rewarding than receiving feedback. And in time, the more you put yourself out there and you keep honing that voice and that story and those messages you're trying to craft, you become addicted, and then you're a lifelong learner and there's no turning back.
I think the ability of sharing your work, especially in social media and strategic communication classes, is really powerful. And I feel that having students being able to do that, and they're going to be sharing this work as well as they're applying for internships and jobs in the workplace, it's so crucial to get different perspectives and, feedback on the assignments and stuff. So I encourage my students all the time to share what they're doing with their family, their friends, their colleagues, and of course, adding these items to their portfolio. All of these elements, give students the reassurance that what they're learning and what they're doing in the classroom is impactful, and they're learning, skill sets that will be, again, helpful for them as they're applying for, their dream jobs, their internships and opportunities. And so the more, feedback that we're able to give students, in terms of not only ourselves as professors and educators, but other colleagues, gives them a well-rounded perspective of what they are learning, what they're doing, and what they're creating in our classes.
Peer feedback, especially when it comes to the stage where something that the students are creating is kind of reaching its final form. Having that critical voice to help you see your final product in a different light, just give a different spin on it. It really does help to make good things great. I'm a strong believer in sharing work. You see the impact is beyond what is happening in the classroom. You can see that actually for some students, it's actually opening up their minds for specific career paths. This is not only a purpose to learning, but this actually mirrors a process that can happen in the workplace.